Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Hey. Okay.
And we are back.
Quadkast.
We are back.
Yes. Really, I want to go real quick. I want to put this out here.
Come on.
You know, I'm a musician, produce.
Right.
Love it. So New York, they're trying to pass this law where the New York City Council is trying to pass this law where a living wage for musicians, where you will get 1 cent per stream. Doesn't sound like a lot, 1 cent per stream. If you got 1 million streams, you will make $14,000 a month off of. So if you got, 5 songs that do 1 million streams, calculate that a month.
That's pretty.
So that's amazing. That's not a lot, but that's
New York?
No. That's for like any music, anything on Spotify, all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna start paying 1 cent per stream.
What are they getting now?
0.00000000000% per stream. You get 1 million streams now. With Spotify, if you don't get, you have to get at least 1,000 streams a month just to start recording if you're gonna get something.
Really?
Damn.
Right. So if you get, say, 1 million streams on Spotify right now, you might get $500, $600 for 1 million streams.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Mm.
So now, independent musicians, they'll be able to really sustain their life
Yeah.
off of a penny, off of 1 million, $14,000. That's a lot of money.
To be honest, they should though.
Yeah, we should be getting more than that.
Yeah.
There's
Just
a
a
lot of
penny.
independent artists hitting numbers like right now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah. So they got to do something.
Yeah.
They have to do something.
I think
which is
that's
great.
cool.
So I just want to put that out there. All the musicians and all that stuff.
Yeah. I think that's some good
Keep
information.
the hope alive, brothers.
I'm with that.
We out here with it.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's cool. Musicians, artists should make what they deserve to be made.
That's
what
right.
they deserve to have.
Creators, all creators.
All creators. You're right.
Music, podcast, what we doing now, the Quadcast, all that stuff we doing. All creators should be paid for what they do.
I believe it.
Period. Come on now.
Should be paid for what they do.
That's right.
Even though TikTok is great, we shouldn't have to get on TikTok to make this money. It should be being made as we make the content or we create this. You know what I mean? So,
It's coming.
Talk about it.
I believe it's
Preach
coming.
that, Pastor.
She said, Pastor.
but that was it. So that's my little rant for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna kind of dim in the light a little bit.
All right. That was some good news. You finna bring some bad
Yeah,
news.
just gonna bring it down just a little bit.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all heard about the 19-year-old woman that was found scattered in pieces. She was dating a 34-year-old white man. She was black.
Yeah.
They met on Bumble. Their first date was April 1st. Her body parts started appearing in the lake of, I want to say it was Michigan. The next morning, April 2nd.
They met April 1st. April 2nd, her body
She was
part.
gone. Come on.
How long had they been talking on Bumble? Was it the first time they ever made up, or were they actually in a relationship?
They were not in a relationship. It was their first meetup.
Wow.
They had been on Bumble.
Bring your mic closer.
Yeah.
Bring your mic a little bit closer. I'm so sorry. Yeah, bring your mic closer because
Come
too.
close.
Yeah, you closer. We can hear you good. Yeah.
Okay. So literally, it was just a matter of hours before her family did not speak from her at all.
Wow, that is crazy.
Met online. How do y'all feel about dating online though?
Well, I let everybody else go first, and I tell you because I got you already know.
You got a story for us.
I got a story.
Well, for me, I dating online. I don't do it. Never thought about it. It's just, I'm from the old school, so I just like if I meet you somewhere. I meet you somewhere. We talk. Hey, how you doing?
Right.
And, online is just whatever. Too much catfishing, too much fake accounts and all this crazy stuff. So I'm not with it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would definitely say now. I mean, even back when I met Brittany, because we didn't meet online. But BJ, golly, back when we met in 2019, I decided to get on this specific app, just to kind of, see what it was about and try. It was weird, and I said it was nice talking to you. It's been a day and a half. I'm out.
Try to make me
Right.
be one of the wheels.
And we kind of, now we're here. 5 years later, and
So it works.
married and stuff. So it does work.
Okay.
But I would say in this day and age, no. okay? Because it's just too much. You just,
Yeah, AI.
Right.
You don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, it's just.
I was having that.
Say no, but you gotta be truly extra cautious on what you're doing out here.
Yeah,
Right about
And
that.
that's just, I honestly say that's what each generation from the 90s to the 2000s, from the 2000s to the 2010s, we all had to pick up on technology. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because from the 1990s to the 2000s, they didn't have online dating.
right.
And then we pop up with this online dating, they just like, what the hell y'all doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we was telling them to catch up with the times like it was something. So I just feel like you have to be cautious with everything you're doing now.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
So what's the story you got, Jimmy?
Oh well,
you got a story about this.
yeah, I got several stories, but I just give you a couple of them.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to my cousin the other day, and she hadn't been in a relationship in a while, and she was just talking about how she was at a point where she wanted to be in one, and I was explaining to her, that try Facebook dating, or try dating online, but you have to be careful because that's one of her major concerns is that she's going to meet a weirdo because she's been online and she's met weird people before. So I had to kind of break it down to her and let her know, just kind of, it is kind of hard to, you don't know who you're meeting. You don't know, this person may present themselves as being one way and, you can see them in person, it may be something different. So it's kind of like a gamble.
Right.
And for me, I mean, I've dated online before. I mean, I can go back to Tagged. I don't even know if y'all remember
I don't know what that
Tag.
is. No.
But yeah,
You stay out of this.
yeah.
I don't know what tag is.
Yeah, tag was the spot. I ain't gonna even talk about Tag. I'm gonna leave Tag alone.
Leave that alone.
But me and Courtney actually met on Facebook dating. That's how we met.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, she yeah.
What's it was putting out there? Me and Christian made on Plenty of Fish.
Really? I've been on that too. Plenty of Fish is
and it was our last week on there.
Really?
It was my last day.
We both told each other like, "Hey, I ain't gonna be on her no more. So if you want to contact me, here's my number.
Wow.
Here's you do this and you do that, and I'm out of here because I don't want to do this no more.
Man.
I'm not on here,
Right.
But, like at all,
Mm-hmm.
and it just sparked from there. But again, like you just gotta be cautious.
You
and
do. People are crazy.
mindful, and mindful of what you're really truly looking for.
Yeah. I remember when me and Courtney started talking on Facebook dating, and I was kind of over the whole Facebook dating thing. I was just on there playing, just whatever, and so I had got to a point where I was just tired. And when I ended up meeting her, I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm about ready. I'm gonna shut this thing down because I'm sick of. I don't really want to be on this right now. Anyway, I'm just doing something. I think I found what I'm looking for. And I shut it down, and she was kind of like, "Oh, you sure you don't have to do it?" I remember saying, I was like, "Yeah, I want to do this." So that and it went, and
that's literally how it went for me and her. It was just a different platform. Like
right.
I just feel Facebook dating, and not to discredit your story or anything, but Facebook, you really, really taking a chance on Facebook dating.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm so grateful that I didn't have to, go that route, but just with Facebook, period, it went from just being a platform for college students to being to this platform for everybody. And we know now Facebook is just where you can air all
everything.
your dirty life.
Everything.
When people say Facebook dating, I think of Facebook Marketplace.
Literally, me too.
Like you selling some shit. Like Facebook dating, Facebook market. It's all the same shit. So y'all don't do Facebook Marketplace.
I gotta disagree.
Well, you had a great story from it.
Yeah.
Amazing story. So I get that.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that got an amazing story for Facebook.
Still though, it just feels like
I don't think I'm the only person that, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who got some horrible stories about people that they met on Facebook.
horrible.
Yeah, horrible.
Yes.
Horrible.
Yeah, all of that too. Speaking in Spanish. That's Spanish, right?
Right, that's Spanish.
Okay, yeah.
You with me?
Ooh, yeah, that's Spanish. Just like Singria. What is that? What he was?
Sangria.
No, that's Sangria.
Sangria.
Yeah, that's Spanish too.
What is it called?
Sangria.
That right there.
You said Singria.
Not it.
I don't know what I called it, but I know it's saying something.
You don't know what I'm going. That's what he sound like. I don't know what I called it. Okay.
That's this mic, man. It's these dynamic mic.
And he got the new headphones. You want to give a shout out to the people that
You know
do
what?
it. You post, baby. You getting all this.
Yeah, I give a shout out to him.
Give a shout out to him, bro. And
you know
Kay,
what?
Kay got hers on, so shout out.
I can't even remember who sent me those, but I
Okay.
do know why Y01 sent me these.
Y01, what's
Shout out
up?
to Y01.
We need 4 of them. We need 4 more.
I would
Yeah.
prefer pink.
I've been trying to get some sponsors
see
for
how
us for
she
some
just
mics and
become-
everything. I'm
Yeah,
working on
yeah. We working on them. So
it.
Jthagray, y'all, hey,
They pay me to promote everything else. They need to give me some mics. And
there you go.
stuff.
Here we go. Yeah. So this is a great spot to promote what you're doing. You're doing your own video, but then
Yeah.
promote it on this too, man.
I mean, well,
Work it
I
out.
try not to use this for
Why
that,
not?
but hey.
Hey, it is what it is. Come on, man.
I think we should go down the line and tell everybody our socials. Let's go ahead.
I mean, almost definitely. You know,
Okay.
everybody know where to find me.
Right
You can just find me at Jthagray on anywhere. Just Google me.
You can Google me at Spec Turner, SPEC Turner, Spec Turner, everywhere. IG, all that stuff.
I'm a little bit more complicated, but on TikTok I am your internet bestie, one word. And on Instagram I'm _ the Carisha, and that is K, not C.
Okay.
Right.
Hate to see you coming. And I hate to love BJ with the number 2
All right.
_. So if you
We
looking
giving
for
our
me-
handles like we finna close, like we finna shut it down.
Oh, we
Nah,
finna shut it
we
down.
just getting started, but we just want y'all
Yeah.
to know to follow the party.
Yeah,
and
follow us.
continue.
Yeah. Sponsors, endorsements, whatever y'all need. Yeah, we here for y'all.
I'm trying
Let's
to
hear.
tell
You better
let's hear
catch us
what the
now. Catch us now before
Black
we
Effect
Period.
Network. You know, I've reached out to you.
catch us now.
Please reach out back. Reach out to
Listen,
me.
and we just the horse
Charlemagne
in
the
his
God.
wagon.
That's right.
So if
We just the
whatever
horses
it
to
is,
his wagon. You right about that.
whatever he say go, we gonna go.
We running with it.
Yeah, you hear me?
We running with it.
I just want to see the best for all of us. with all
Right.
this, man. I'm
Period.
telling
Point
you.
blank. But what the people got to say, bro?
Yeah.
What the people got to say?
Oh, well, you talking about? Oh, the gray. Oh, the gray.
Yeah, the gray area. What people?
Yeah, we got two. We got two. We missed last week, cause you know. So
Okay.
I got 2 that I was
Come
gonna kind
on,
of touch
let's
on.
listen.
It says, "Hey Jthagray, my closest friend is struggling with addiction. I've supported them for years, but now it's starting to affect my mental health and finances. I'm exhausted
Not finance.
and angry, right? But walking away feels like betrayal. How do I set boundaries without abandoning them?"
My
I
Lord.
think we everybody has dealt with. I don't think I've ever dealt with a friend
can
with
I be-
addiction, maybe family.
I was gonna say, can I be clearly honest with that?
Yeah.
Like, I had an uncle, and my family was like, "Hey, we need to see if we can get him some help." True story. So we had an intervention at my mama's house. He walked in. We was all in there crying, and we was all just like, "We want you to get help." You know what
Right.
my uncle told me?
What?
What?
was that? I can't do it.
I ain't the one with the problem, y'all are, cause y'all crying, baby.
That's what he said.
Lord.
Yeah, see, he needs some
My
help.
uncle said, "Motherfucker, see if I ever help you again." But all seriousness, like, you can't help that person until they won't help.
You
Like,
sure right.
You cannot help, no matter how top notch the facility is, no matter
Right.
what you're offering them.
They'll walk out.
Right.
If they don't want to help, you,
Right.
you can't persuade them. They gotta want.
Well, for me, if it's a friend, I'm gonna reach out maybe once or twice. Then I understand if they don't want it, I can't push them. If it's a family member, I'm gonna push a little bit harder because that's a family member, and you know what I'm saying. You got to push for a friend. You know they can say, "Oh, you ain't my family. You ain't, so why you?" So, but I'm gonna push a little bit for them. But I'm gonna go more for a family member. But I won't let a friend just be out there. I'm gonna try my best to help that person. Yeah,
I think when it starts, I don't care if it's a family, friend.
Right.
I don't give a damn if it's my mom or daddy.
right.
When you start, this person said it's messing with their health and their finances. When you start messing with my health
Listen.
and my
Right.
finances,
I
there ain't
gotta
nothing I can do
Yeah.
for you.
Nothing.
At that point, I got to go.
But he-
Because
but-
first of all, I need my health. I need
Right.
my health.
But
I
he's
damn sure need my money.
but he said it started to. That means he was trying. But then when it started to mess with his finances,
Yeah.
he stopped. So my thing is, I will try to help that person out.
Mm-hmm. Set some boundaries.
But then
Started or starting?
Well, it's starting to affect.
it's starting to affect. So that means he was trying to help out. But now it's starting to mess up.
because he's still in the midst of it.
So now but now I'm trying to give you my help. You don't want it. Now it's affecting what I'm doing.
Right.
I can't help you no more. But at least you tried. You know what I'm saying? You do it from a good spot. At
But
least
the
at least
question
you tried.
was, how do they set the boundaries without abandoning them? I think that's kind of like,
I
how do
honestly
you do
feel
that?
I'm not the
like.
right person to ask.
So I honestly feel like And people get this misconstrued. Like, just because you're setting boundaries don't mean you're abandoning them.
Right.
You're setting that boundary so they can get right. It's not saying in this boundary to saying,
Don't hit the table, baby.
I'm gonna forget
Boy, it's gonna be a lot of that in there.
Yeah, don't hit the table, baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you
go. I'm sorry. But, like, it's not saying that I'm abandoning you.
Right.
It's just saying, like, this is the point that it has to stop. You get what I'm saying? So, it's not that I see you just out there.
Right.
But at some point,
I'm gonna walk past you. But at the same point, I see you out there. But if you don't want to get better after you see yourself out there, I can't help you.
Nothing you
Right.
can do.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like,
At least tell them
health
that.
and finances is the when I come into play. Because now I'm using my money. I'm using my well-being. I'm making sure you okay. I'm making sure you eating.
Right.
And you don't care if you eating. You don't care if you drink.
And now you don't care about me.
Right.
So I agree with you on that. You're right about that.
Yeah.
So
That's where it stops. You're right. I agree with that.
That's where it stops. I gotta stop you right there. I gotta
Right.
stop.
Got that handle for you, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. You at some point you got to draw a line and be like, "Hey, I love you, but I love myself more."
Yep.
You know,
You're right about
hey,
that.
That's with anything. So hey, I that would be my advice. Let that person know, look, I've tried, I'm trying, and at this point, if you don't want the help, I ain't nothing I can do for
Right.
you. You know what I'm saying? I love you, but I got to go.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, we got one more. It's this person wrote in and said, I used Jthagray. I used AI to write a short story that won a small literary prize. I didn't expect to win. Now I feel guilty. Should I tell the judges or just enjoy the recognition?
Let me get that one.
Yeah.
So enjoy the recognition. The short story, turn it to a film. You know what I mean? Go make that bag. Go and do what you got to do. That's what AI is a tool. That's what it's for.
Right.
So before AI was able to create that, you had to give it an idea to create. So you still came up with the perception of the whatever the movie is.
I said, I'm agreeing. I agree with you. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You preach that thing if you want to. Come on.
So I'm saying use it, do what you got to do. Do the movie, do the books, do all of it.
Right. We talked about how
You did an amazing, great thing.
We talked about AI a couple of weeks ago. We talked about how, and
that's what it's for.
I got a story behind that too.
Oh, we know you do.
Listen, I'm driving home the one day last week, I don't know what week before, and I got the Ray-Ban Metas. So I'm talking to Ray-Ban
Metas.
Ray-Ban Metas.
You never heard of those?
The Ray-Ban.
Well, it's the real ones.
The Ray-Ban Metas.
They ain't come for TikTok.
I say, hey, Meta. Nah, you ain't get them.
They can't get over TikTok.
I ain't get them at TikTok. I say, hey, Meta. I say, I almost had to whoop somebody's ass today at work. Meta said, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully everything went all right. This is the technology talking
That's
back
crazy.
to me. So I was like, okay, you know what? I say, hey, Meta, I got about 29 minutes before I get to the house. You know, I need somebody to talk to. Me and these sunglasses had a conversation from the time I left Roswell to the time I got here. We just having as if I'm talking to a person. That's how
I
didn't
know that.
that is crazy. I mean, literally responding AI to everything that I'm saying. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about relationship. I'm talking about dump trucks. I'm talking about, hey, Meta, can you show me? I'm trying to get some financing for this. Sure. Telling me. I mean, we are literally responding in real time like somebody is sitting beside me. AI is, like you say, it's a tool.
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful tool. And for me, I would tell this person, like you said, hey, you take what you got and roll with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say nothing
That's
to
crazy.
nobody.
That's dope.
So I know I'm being the evil person this episode. So
What?
Watch your hand.
with that, you seeing how Meta, I got this. Meta and AI is giving the answers that you really want to form a conversation. Right?
They are.
Is that the bar that you set with a human?
I don't know. I said me and Courtney will break up. I'm dating them damn glasses. Fuck that. I'm going me and Meta going in a relationship. I ain't got to worry about nobody judging me. We can have a conversation without no arguments. I loved having that conversation with Meta on the way home. I said,
I didn't know Meta could do that.
Like, is that the bar now? Like, you
I didn't know Meta could do
go
that.
above and beyond AI to impress somebody as a human. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
I don't think. I mean, it's more for me. It's more feeling expression than the tone of your voice. You know what I'm saying? I might like a person just because the way you said hello. Your voice is just your voice got me.
Because if you could say,
Have you ever heard Meta voice?
Well, I heard you could change it to whatever you wanted.
Well, I don't know.
But
you can on the glasses.
but Meta and AI, they don't. It's not a feeling. Like it's a certain way people can say I love you.
She would tell you that too. She said because there's certain things I've asked. She said I don't have any kind of feelings.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you old school.
No, I'm a producer. I'm a creator.
No,
so
but I'm saying,
it's a.
like,
I go
with
by
that-
feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
And exactly. That's just one person. But like with this newer school, like
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah.
they know is like
They know fake shit.
AI.
They know fake shit. Fake love. Fake
Everything.
fake
Yeah.
photos.
Yeah.
Everything is Photoshop. Look, I went on TikTok the other day. Did a little post. Didn't realize I swiped a little bit to the left, and it was on. Because I saw your page. It was on a. It was a little circle that had beauty or something.
Oh,
so I'm
beauty mode.
beauty mode. So I'm didn't think nothing of it. So I'm doing my TikTok. Then I go back and look at it. I'm like, damn, my face clean as hell. I didn't realize it was beauty mode.
Put blush all in your face.
I didn't know it was beauty mode. But
you had no blemishes.
I didn't know. Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
people now, man, they can make themselves look so just.
AI.
Yeah. So I don't.
So
Yeah.
AI.
Nah. You
I
got.
do say I do
How
love
is the bar, or do that like for actual human?
It ain't a bar. It's fake. It's not a bar. It's
Right,
fake.
but I'm saying like when you meet them online and then you see them on person, you get in person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You see him in person, you be like, oh, you're not the same person, so I can't talk to you.
but that's you old school. But I'm talking
What
about
kind of
That's
story-
anybody.
Story behind that one
no,
too.
not oh shit.
That's anybody. That's anybody.
These
I
new school
don't-
people, they be like, "Oh, I fell in love with this voice," or "Oh, I fell in love with."
But then when you go see the one in person, and they don't sound the same. They don't have that long hair. They got all this stuff on their face that they didn't have on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I don't. Who are you? You're not the same person.
Yeah,
That's true, but at the same time, I'm only saying this because I've been watching a lot of Chris Hansen Takedown, and they'll try to say the excuse of, "Well, she said she was this, but I just wanted to see if she was really this." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they was really what they said.
But
And
that's molestation though, right?
Exactly, and that's what they really wanted, but they was trying to play it like, no, I was just trying to see if she was lying to me like I was lying to her. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so much
well,
with this.
Y'all went somewhere totally different.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna let BJ talk. We all understand. We know. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to it.
Everybody puts on this facade on the internet.
There you go. We down.
Exactly. I was tying it in. I was tying it. Everybody put this facade on
Okay.
on the
I'm
internet
on your
trying
side. I
to
got
catch that person. And then when they catch that person, that's when they decide to open up to the truth.
Right. To the
Okay,
truth.
so I'm gonna let you go. But if I'm going, I'm going real. If I'm going fishing, I'm going fishing for a bass. Bam, throw it out there. Reel it in. I got a turtle. The fuck?
Right.
I'm gonna throw that motherfucker back.
That's
But
right.
So if you don't, if it's a big, I don't want it.
Seriously, but if it's
I don't
a
want
big
it.
ass turtle,
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
That ain't what
I
you
don't want
signed
it.
up for. You want a bass.
I want a bass. I don't want
That's
it.
what a lot of them perceive to say.
So
Yeah.
if they going for something and then it's not what they seeing or what they hearing, why go for it?
I've seen
If
a
you-
lot of
if you-
guys
if
online.
you- No.
No, that's the mental capacity.
If you're going to, if you're going to settle for less, then that's what you do.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if
You want to be
say
less
you
a
wanted-
person? Settle for less, dude.
Exactly.
If you don't
But
hold your
that's what
bar
a
up
lot of
here,
people are saying, like, if you said you wanted a bass, but she said she was a turtle, why keep having this conversation when she said she was a turtle and you know you wanted a bass?
Oh well, that's a
right?
different story.
Yeah,
right
because
there.
you just want something. You just want something. You ain't used to nothing. You ain't never had nothing.
Right.
You just want something.
Right.
You just
Hey,
out
here's
here.
what it is. You just out here.
Damn, we done went from AI to turtle.
Yeah, I'm
to
sorry.
bass.
Yeah.
to shit.
Hold on. And then we still let Carisha say she had to say. What you got to say? Go ahead, Carisha.
She
Go
ain't
ahead,
got
Kay.
nothing to say no
Go
more.
ahead, Kay. Go ahead, Kay. Kay, look,
You don't
Kay,
know, you
Kay
don't know
is.
if you want to talk about fishing, AI, or just what? Anything.
Hey, Kay brings all this together. Kay is the glue of this shit. She bring all this stuff back. We go off, and then she comes back in and say, "Hey guys,
that's y'all go up. I just be over here listening. I try to.
No,
I try
you
to.
got a story for everything.
But I do have a story for.
here we go." Go ahead, Kay.
we're gonna go back to AI.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna
Go bring it on back.
reel us back in.
There you go.
I recently, and I have you to thank for this. Chat GPT.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I was against it, but I wasn't for it before coming into doing the podcast.
Okay.
I just never really saw fit in my life to use it. But ever since we have started the podcast and we're trying to figure out a name and all the other stuff or whatever, I find myself talking to AI, talking to Chat GPT a lot when it comes to my content.
Yeah.
Just kind of how like you were talking to your meta friends. Everybody ain't able, but you know.
Amen to that.
Listen. When it comes to my content on TikTok, for sure, like I'm on there to the point where she's like, "Okay, bestie." She calls me bestie.
Oh wow.
Here's your content for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you can talk about. Here's your caption, your hook, and your hashtag.
Oh, I need to start using that. I didn't know that.
There you go. There you go.
So going back to the whole AI thing, like definitely capitalize off of this reward that you got, my friend. And yeah, do the short film, get your recognition, get your shmoney, get to the bag. Because listen, Chat GPT and I go together real bad.
Right. But one thing you got to realize when you do Chat GPT, you get all the information and you try to do your podcast, you can have all the information, but you still have to be.
You still gonna keep it to go back.
It got to be us. It got to be because the thing is, you can be you can have all this stuff and you can be like, so today on Chat GPT, but you still have to have that. You got to have that. You got to have what we have to present it to the people that they're going to love it. They're going to like it.
But when y'all watch my TikTok videos, y'all would have never known.
Because guess what? Because you have that je ne sais quoi. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you was just a regular schmegular, talking about some, well, yeah, today on the K Bird show, we, I just talked about this lady that,
I
so
think
boring.
You have to take what ChatGPT gives you, and then you just
you gotta have.
It's like having a wheel. How can I explain it? It's not. It's like having a tool,
right?
And letting ChatGPT give you the information,
right?
And then you take the information,
right.
and then you turn it.
You make it better.
You make it better,
right?
Because the content I still pick up on my own, but I do struggle with the hook, and I do struggle with hashtags and the caption. So at that point, I'm saying, hey, can you give me a hook, caption, and hashtag for X, Y, and Z? My content for today is this. Can you give me the hook, caption, and hashtag? And she's like, yes, bestie, let's get it.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
But before ChatGPT, guess what that was called?
Google
Assistant. You have another person. Hey, I need this right here done. I need this on my desk by next week. I need you to outline this for me so I can have my PowerPoint and all that. Can you put that together for me? Yeah. You had humans, assistants to really do that. Right. So it's been in our life, but not to where we at now.
That's something to think about. Like our personal assistant's going to eventually fade away.
Because AI.
But they can't get you coffee. They can't go get you no cheesecake like they did.
Big talk, big minds. Yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Welcome to Quadkast. Hey.